My name is Oritse Williams. I put together a little group that you might know.
What are they called again?
They're called JLS.
Oh, right.
And I'm the UK music ambassador.
Fantastic.
And I'm now got my own company and doing a whole load of other different creative weird stuff.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. And as an ambassador then, what kind of things do you do?
So as an ambassador, the first thing we did this year was in February. We launched a music app called Music Inc. And at the moment, actually, it's got over 100,000 downloads. It went crazy, it went insane. And the app basically takes you on a journey, and it shows that you know different parts of the music business, different roles in the music business, and how whatever you do or decisions that you make affect a record, affect online, streaming, affect success, where you can lose money, make money, and just a different roles. So yeah, it's kind of like broad little education game in music.
Okay, nice. And then today, tell us a little bit about what you're doing here today.
So today we're here at, I think it's Glossopdale School.
Yeah.
And we're just, this is a creative music school. So, for me it's like, a lot of people more in the kind of outskirts of the country don't really get the opportunity to have people come in and help inspire them and give them a little bit of advice and guidance on how maybe they should approach their careers and their dreams and their visions. And so for me it's important to go where no one else goes, and that's why when myself and UK Music, we were getting together and we discussed what were we going to do this year and what schools were we going to go to. This was one of them. And it's for me it's like important to be able to inspire these kids and show them that actually right now, while you've got all of these creative people around you, while you've got your teachers, the resources of instruments and technology in your school, to use it and be creative in the best way that you can. Because in 5 years time down the line you might think, oh, I wish I would have been a little bit more forward thinking or a little bit more innovative in the way I went about things. So it's just about coming here and just showing the kids that use what you've got, and also that you don't have to just be an artist. You don't just have to be a front person. And actually, for those music artists to work, there's a whole massive team behind it that drives the whole music industry.
Yeah, because do you think some people kind of just say, I want to be in a band, I want to be a lead singer, and they don't realise everything else that goes behind it? Yeah,
everyone, the majority of things that you hear kids say is that everyone wants to be a front person, everyone wants to be in the spotlight, but actually, who's a person switching on that spotlight for the artist to be under it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of thinking like that. You could be that person, and and I think the whole thing is that to be an artist takes an incredible amount of drive, an incredible amount of willpower, very thick skin, and not everyone's built for it. And I think that's the thing, is that people shouldn't feel pressured, kids shouldn't feel pressured that that's just the only job in the music business. You can be an A&R person, you can be a songwriter, a producer, a sound engineer, a lighting person, a tour manager, like the list goes on. And I think it's about kind of really broadening your perspective and your outlook on the opportunities that are out there in the music industry, because all of these jobs need somebody behind them. And these kids could absolutely be that person.
Yeah, and obviously, like, you guys were on the X Factor, right? Are you all right talking a little bit about that?
Well, look, yeah, but we were working a year before that.
Yeah, I suppose what I mean is, would you encourage people to go that route, or is there so many different routes that people don't know about?
There is so many different routes. The X Factor is one route, and obviously the X Factor will work with me and my friends. But at the same time, it's like there is so many different routes, and like, for example, my little brother at the moment, he's been studying, and he wants to go more into the publishing side of stuff, and so he's been taking meetings with companies that can get him in the door and stuff like that. So there's different ways of going about things. You can either take that I'm going to go and kick down every door approach, or or you could go down a TV approach, or having someone discover you. There's a number of ways, but it takes a massive amount of determination to.
Yeah. And is that the kind of the advice you'd give to someone who wanted to be in the music industry? Is that determination?
Yeah, anybody that knows me knows that I'm a massive believer in commitment, dedication, hard work. you know, committing yourself to your craft or whatever it may be. If there's something you want to do, you know, work until you're the very best at it, till the best that you can be. You know, and I'm a great believer in knowledge is power, and that you can keep evolving. That, you know, learning is like this never-ending process, and you can never not know enough. Like, you know what I mean? You know, keep on learning. And so for me, my advice would be like, you know, definitely. You know, sometimes it's not glamorous, but you've got to take those moments where, you know, I take those moments, and a lot of people are like, oh, we don't see Oritse, you know, a lot. But that's because sometimes you need to take those moments to hibernate in quiet and get your head down and just really focus and drive it all the way, so that when you do step out, you're like, okay, I'm stepping out with a talent, with a skill that I've developed over time.
Yeah, so it's that importance of the hard work behind it all.
Absolutely, hard work, dedication.
Yeah, fantastic.